I watched them slip, curse, and shove their shovels into frozen asphalt, and for the first time in years, I didn't lift a finger to help. Because sometimes, the best revenge isn't what you do, it's what you finally stop doing. If you've ever had neighbors who crossed every line, ignored every boundary, and still expected favors like you owed them something, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and settle in. Because this story is about patience, entitlement, and the kind of karma that only winter can deliver. Let me paint the picture. 4 houses, 1 shared pipe stem driveway. 3 of those homes sit comfortably off to the side, each with huge concrete driveways, big enough for 4, sometimes 6 cars. Plenty of space, plenty of room to turn around, no stress. And then there's my house. I'm at the very end of the driveway, facing the main road. The shared asphalt runs straight up to my garage. I also have a small apron at the edge so I can turn around safely before pulling out into traffic. Simple, logical, functional. Except my neighbors never treated it that way. From the beginning, parking was always their problem. Too many relatives, too many roommates, too many parties, and instead of using their own massive driveways, they started doing something else. They blocked the shared driveway. Half of it, sometimes more. Delivery trucks struggled to get through, emergency access would have been a nightmare. And when I spoke up, politely, they didn't apologize, they escalated. See, next to the shared driveway is a long, narrow grass strip that technically belongs to me, about 10 to 12 feet wide, runs all the way down to the road. They decided it was theirs. They parked on it, drove over it, left tire ruts, killed patches of grass. When I told them no, firmly but calmly, they got petty. Damage, eye rolls, that look that says, "Who do you think you are?" They don't pay taxes on it, they don't maintain it, they don't own it, but somehow in their minds it was community property. That was just the beginning. They never shoveled the shared driveway in winter, never salted it. Meanwhile, I'm the one pulling out onto a busy main road. I've salted the entire driveway more times than I can count, out of my own pocket, just so I wouldn't slide into traffic and get killed. They'd walk straight into my front yard, peek into my car, use my property as a shortcut to the neighborhood behind me, even though there's a wide open field right next to my lot that leads to the same place. I put up no trespassing signs. They ignored them. And here's the part that really gets me. Every year, I give each house a small Christmas gift, a card, something thoughtful, something neighborly. One house says thank you. The others, nothing, not a word, not even eye contact. And their guests? Oh, they're guests. Instead of turning around in those big empty driveways, they drive all the way down to my garage, swing around, and leave. Extra wear, extra cracks, extra disrespect. Still, I let it go. I told myself it's annoying, but it's not worth starting a war. Until winter came. This winter wasn't cute. It wasn't postcard snow. It was heavy, wet, relentless. I shoveled my driveway again and again and again. My back screamed, my hands went numb, my shoulders burned. Eventually, I just couldn't. I managed maybe 2/3 of my driveway. That was it. I was done. And even then, they saw the snow, saw I hadn't cleared it, and still drove up into my driveway to turn around, packing the snow down, turning it into ice, making my life harder. That's when something in me snapped. Not anger, clarity. I realized something simple and powerful. I don't owe these people anything. So, when the snow finally stopped, I stayed inside. I made coffee, and I watched. They came out one by one, shovels in hand, faces tight with irritation. They had to dig out the shared driveway themselves, slip, curse, shovel scrape uselessly against frozen asphalt. They barely cleared enough space for one car to squeeze through. The entrance to the main road, a nightmare, tricky, tight, stressful. I watched them struggle for hours, and when I finally needed to leave, I got into my car, turned the key, engaged four-wheel drive, and rolled out smoothly. No slipping, no shoveling, no stress. Just silence and satisfaction. They had a whole house full of adults. I had just me. They chose selfishness. Winter chose consequences. The best part? They looked at me, standing there, breathing hard, watching my tires grip the road like it was nothing. No words were exchanged, none were needed. For the first time, the balance shifted, and I didn't feel guilty. I didn't feel cruel. I felt free. Here's the thing about karma. It doesn't rush, it waits. And sometimes all it needs is for you to finally stop carrying everyone else's weight. If this story made you smile even a little, hit that like button. Tell us in the comments, what's the most satisfying karma you've ever seen? And if you want more real stories where entitlement meets consequences, subscribe, because we've got plenty more where this came from.